Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. You know how I always say, like, today doesn't feel like a Tuesday or today doesn't feel like a Friday? Today feels like a Saturday. Today feels like a Saturday. I am so relaxed. I am so calm. It feels like how a Saturday should feel. I always get up on Saturdays. I'm like, I gotta do this and I gotta do that and I gotta do this. And I have not been doing that at all today. In fact, I've been laying in bed and I've been like reading my Kindle and I've been listening to audiobooks. Alex has been next to me rolling through TikTok. The dogs have been playing, falling asleep, playing and falling asleep. And so I was like, I think I'm gonna go outside and vlog. He was like, okay. So I made my very first cup of coffee for the day. Oh, let's do a little time and temperature check. First of all, it's much nicer in Indianapolis today. Well, first of all, it's very, very sunny outside. And here, I'll show you guys. I know nobody probably cares what it looks like, but it's sunny outside today, and it does feel a lot warmer, because I don't need the blanket, I don't need my gloves, or anything like that, but look at that beautiful winter day in Indianapolis. Look at that sky. Isn't the sky so pretty? Okay, so let's do a little time and temperature check. This is an earlier vlog than I usually do. It is currently 2:45, I can't even see it, 2:45 p.m., and the temperature is... I was also catching up on all the comments on the vlog, so we'll get to some comments later. The temperature is, in Indianapolis right now, it is currently, I always think it's going to say like 40. It's 28 degrees. It's 28 degrees right now. It doesn't feel that cold. Chance of snow, 1%. What's it supposed to be like tomorrow? Let's see. 27, then 37 on Monday, then 51 on Tuesday. That's when all the snow is going to melt. But then it says we're supposed to get snow again next weekend. But it's going to be like in the upper 30s and 40s, so it won't stick around. But anyway, yeah, it's been a really good day so far. Okay, so I just made my very first cup of coffee for the day. I'm on this thing now where I've been vlogging for so long, as you know. This is our 10th year together, for those of you that have been around for a while. If you're new over here, welcome aboard. The crazy train, that is Peter Vlogs over here. Peter Monn. The meandering musings of Peter Monn. Oh, by the way, before I started vlogging, I came out here, I was bringing my stuff out, and I sat back, and I was like, I sat like way back. I was like, oh, I gotta bring those pillows out. So, we surpassed the Christmas pillows this year and just kept the summer pillows out. I put them in the garage for the deep snow that we had. So I brought the summer pillows back out. So... we can just keep these out here until summer. I actually, do you guys, I don't know if you remember this, but I think I was with Tanya Jean, and I bought these, like, one pillow that is, like, this pink and white. They're in a bag in the basement. I feel like everything goes to die in the basement. I'm sure you guys think that, too. But anyway, they're in this bag in the basement. So I have, like, all this stuff sorted now, like... I have black and orange bins that are all the Halloween stuff, okay, which I put out very little of it. And then I have, like, red and green bins. Well, they're green bins with red tops on it, and some of them are just all red, that have all the Christmas and holiday stuff on it, of which I put out none of that this year. Alex got the wreath, which I took inside. Anyway, and then I have, like, spring stuff, like wind chimes and stuff like that. So I have it all, like, categorized together, real organized in one area of the basement. And so, for the spring-summer stuff... I had bought, like, these pillows last year that I was going to put out here. I don't know if you guys remember this. But, like, one of them are, like, they're floral. And they have, like, well, one of them has kind of, like, this, like, I don't know how to, you know, how to explain it. Like, frilly on the edge of it. And then the other one is, like, pink gingham. They're really, really pretty. They look kind of like that Simply Chic decorating style, you know, which I really like. I don't know, that was when I was, like, really into my cozy mystery phase, which I'm still in. So I think I'm going to put them out there this spring. But I saved them. I never used them because I was like, I wanted to do the back patio all bohemian. I have, like, 2 bags of pillows that I bought over the past 2 years. And I'm like, I'll just keep them for the back patio because then I can just throw them all over the couch. We have got to buy a new, like, we've got to buy new patio furniture for this year. Because now that the patio door is fixed, we can go in and out and all that kind of stuff. So we'll probably be using the patio a lot this winter. This guy's walking by right now. I don't know him. We'll probably be using the back patio a lot this winter, or this summer. So I've said for like the last 2 years I wanted to make it like real bohemian and lots of colorful pillows and candles and stuff like that. The problem with it in Indiana is that God, there's a lot of walkers today. Here's another couple. The problem with it in Indiana is that the weather is so sketchy in the summer in Indiana that it can be like really, really beautiful and sunny out all day, and then at like 6 o'clock a thunderstorm will come through and just soak everything. So you have to put the cushions up, you have to put the candles up. Alex a couple years ago bought that big plastic, it's like a trunk that we put the pillows in for the couch and the chairs out there, which that's super helpful. But you can't just like, unless you know we're not gonna have rain for 4 or 5 days, you can't just leave the patio out there and like go in and out. I mean, people do, we have before, but you're gonna go out there and candles are gonna be ruined. The cushions, even if they're like sprayed with that rain repellent and stuff like that, like they're soaking wet, you can't sit on them. I mean, it's not just our house, it's like, that's Tanya's patio, Caroline's patio, everybody's patio is like that, because that's just Indiana weather. So anyway, I don't know, but this summer I really want to use the back patio. I want to sit out there and like bring my iPad late at night and watch shows and stuff like that. I will say, like, we haven't put curtains up. We kind of decided that we weren't going to put curtains up. We might change, but it's so nice. Like, I noticed it last night. It is so nice just having the windows so open. Like, it brings so much light into the house. We had talked about it, and I said something to Alex. Like, he didn't really mention the curtain. Like, we had talked about the curtains when we got the new sliding glass door, and like we needed to buy curtains and all this kind of stuff. And then we just didn't do it. And one day I said something to him. He's like, well, what do you think? And I said, I like it real open like this. It reminds me of some of these houses in Shetland that are like, the TV show Shetland, that are like on the coast. And they're kind of like old farmhouses, but they're modern inside. And then like the whole back window is just all open and looks out on the coast. It kind of reminds me of that. I mean, it's real pretty with the snow out there right now. So, and we're so secluded. It's not like anybody can, you know, I mean, if they were walking right behind our condo, they could see in, but it's, anyway, it's just, it brightens up the place. I don't know that we might put blinds so we can close them if we want to, but I don't think we're going to put curtains over there. It just really, really opens up our space a lot. So we want to use the back patio a lot this year. We've got to like figure out some furniture and stuff like that to get out there what we want to do. We've got to get rid of the old furniture that's out there. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, so the pillows. So I have like 2 or 3 bags of pillows in the basement that I bought like on clearance the last couple years that I keep on thinking I'm going to bring out here. And I don't. And so they're just to like throw all over the... Because I just imagine like this couch, you know, with like throw blankets and lots of pillows, and I just lay out there and read all day long. That's my image. Do you guys do that? Like, that's my image. This summer I did decide that... Because like last year, I think with like Boo passing, you know, a year ago, October, and then the following year, my anxiety and just being so sad about the end of an era and Boo passing and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and then working up to getting Walter and Otis at the end of July, like the whole last year, just, I emotionally, I just felt so stuck, I think. Like today I was so happy just laying in the bed with Alex and the pups, and I was like, it kind of occurred to me in that moment, it's taken me this long to kind of get out of the emotional funk that I was in, the emotional roller coaster. You know, I definitely think that, hey, how are you? I definitely think that the anxiety medication has helped a lot, like even more so than I ever thought. You know, and I knew, and this is just my perspective, I can't really pinpoint like what it's helped. I don't know. I just don't dwell on things the way that I used to. The walking has powerfully really helped. It's just so meditative for me when I walk. I've been listening to music. One of the reasons why I've been so slow on my Audible books is because I've just been listening to music. And whether I'm listening to like dancing music and I'm like kind of walking fast, or I'm listening to like more like slower music and stuff like that. Like, I've been listening to actually, like I listened to the other night when I was walking to the whole Station 11 soundtrack. I love that soundtrack. I have a lot of soundtracks in my iTunes that I listen to, but it's just really meditative for me. Like, sometimes I'll think deeply about stuff, and other times I catch myself just like not even thinking about anything at all, just kind of like looking at the houses and being like, oh, that house is so pretty, or noticing like a bird, you know, standing on top of the snow and like wondering how they're so light that they get. I mean, I just think about, you know, I don't know, but it's really helped so much, I think, with my attitude, and just my mood. So I think it wasn't that I was like, it's hard to put words to it, like the last year with like holidays or decorating or whatever. It's not like I feel like I was like super depressed and I just was like, oh, like I'm not putting flowers out, I'm not decorating for Christmas, and I don't want to do this for Halloween. Like I never felt like that. I don't know if anybody else feels this way or not. I just didn't feel like, I'm trying to think of the right words. I didn't feel negative about it. Like when I would go over to other people's houses and they had stuff decorated and whatever, I'd be like, oh, it's so pretty. Like, you know, I loved it and whatever. And I thought about it, but I don't know. I wasn't that like into it this year. I just didn't feel that into it. And, you know, laying in the bed with the dogs and Alex today, I just kind of was like, I feel like I'm kind of like coming out of that a little bit, you know, like a lot. I feel like I'm like out of it. And so I was like, I want to get flowers this summer. I want to get real colorful flowers, you know, and I have this picture. I probably have it in here somewhere. I have this picture of Pee-Pee, and how am I going to look and find these pictures? My nephew Carlitos taught me how to do this. Okay, you scrunch all your pictures up. Hold on a second. How do you do this? It's not working now. Okay, collections? No. Library. How do you do this? You scrunch all, oh, there's a picture of Caroline. Okay. Oh, okay, now it's got me by year. Okay, so you scrunch all your pictures up. That doesn't work anymore. It's got to be like the first set of pictures in here. Okay. But I have this picture of Pee-Pee. It's so cute, and he's smelling all these flowers. Now, why did it take me back to 2024? Anyway, it doesn't matter. What is this picture? I almost showed it to you guys. It's Pool Crew Lady number 1, and it's at us at the Eclipse. Oh, it's Pool Crew Lady number 2. She's got her glasses on. We're looking at the Eclipse. What was that date? April 8th of 2024. Do I have a picture of the lady that passed away? Because she was sitting right next to me. Oh, then I have one here, Eclipse. Oh, this was an email that we got from the management company. On Monday, April 8th, weather permitting, the residents of our neighborhood are invited to gather at the pool to watch the total eclipse of the heart. No, it doesn't say that. With their neighbors. The eclipse will be visible from 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. We will open the pool gates at 2 p.m. Please bring your own chairs and refreshments. So-and-so has a supply of free eclipse glasses available for those who need them. I remember my neighbors, the next door, the ones that moved, he brought sun chips, and he thought that was so funny. That was such a good day. Oh, I think I showed you guys this picture. Here's Pool Crew Lady number 1. She's holding her glasses, and she's got her Hokas on. Right there. Doesn't show her face. I think this was me trying to, like, take a picture of the eclipse, but everybody was like, don't look at it. Oh my god, these are like live pictures. I can see them, like, what they're doing. Oh, I can't wait to show these to them. This is so funny. Oh my lord! Oh, Pool Crew Lady number 1 is sitting right in front of the lady that passed away, and that's where I was sitting right next to her in the grass. Oh my god, I loved her so much. She was the one, and I said, well, maybe we'll come back here for the next eclipse and sit next to each other. And she said, honey, I don't think I'll be here for that. And then she passed away a year later. Oh my god, there she is. I got a picture of her. Oh, I love that. And look, in her hands, she had those glasses. Like she had, I don't know if you can see it, but she had the eclipse glasses. Aww. What a good memory. That's a good picture of my Pool Crew Lady number 1. That's a good picture of her. Who else was up there that day? Oh, look, it's the lady with the dog that just walked by yesterday I was telling y'all about. Did I I did a video. Did I, though? Oh, I did do a video. What other pictures do I have of that? Oh, when it got real dark. Look, I did. Don't look at it. Can you look at it now? Why does that kind of hurt my eyes a little bit? Are you not supposed to look at it? Look, though, it did get so dark. And everybody was, like, holding up their cameras and stuff like that, but you weren't supposed to look at it. There's my picture of it. Oh, look at that memory of Pee-Pee talking about... There it is. That memory of Pee-Pee and the... What is this? Life hack. These Ritz-Carlton pillows for a fraction of the price. Doubt it. Never bought those. I've got the most random stuff. Okay. Years. Okay, we're going to go back here and see if I can... Very first pictures. Why does it keep on taking me back to 2024? Years. 2023, I must have read How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrick. Okay, let's do 11. 2011. Oh! Am I going to find the picture? Aww! Look at little Boo and Tucker running in the yard. Where's that picture of Pee-Pee? I love that picture so much, a little Pee-Pee. Here it is. So I bought all these flowers. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but because of the light. But there's a little Pee-Pee in front of all these flowers. So I was like, you know what? The dogs always love the flowers when I bring them out here. So I'm like, this summer, I'm going to get all these flowers. And we're going to do it big. Oh, there's Pool Crew Lady number two right there, getting her SUV already. I wonder where she's going. She got the trunk open. She got her grandkids out there. What's she doing? She looks like she's packing her car up to do something. Is this her husband coming? Now, I maybe do need my gloves a little bit. It is getting a little cold out here. Looks like she got her hair done. I do sound like that guy in that TikTok so much, though, don't I? Is she pulling in her groceries or what she's doing? Everybody, like, pulls in the driveway here, and they get their groceries out. Oh, she did get something at the store. What did she get? She put her... Now she's going to check the mail. So they get their stuff out of their car, so they can... Because our garages are all so small here. And then they go inside, and then they pull their... She sees me. And then they pull their cars in. She'll have something sassy to say here in a second to me. I know she's looking at her car. She wasn't looking at me. She is so funny. I cannot wait for the pool. Everybody keeps on talking about how they're going to go to the pool this summer. I think this is going to be the year of the pool. I am so excited for it. Laura's ready. My new neighbors are pool people. The gardener and the griller, they don't go to the pool. They ain't pool people. She said the kids pee in the pool. That's why she won't go. Oh, Pool Crew Lady number 1, Pool Crew Lady number 2. They both said they're going to the pool this year. So it's going to be a good pool year. Oh. Okay, so back to what I was saying before about all that nonsense. We got into that. First of all, do you guys not hate this so much? So I'm pretty good with, like, y'all all know lip balm, right? I'm constantly putting lip balm on. This happens every winter to me. Well, first of all, when I was a little kid, I've shared this story before. Now her husband's out there. What's he doing? Oh, he's got one of those things. Like it looks like he works for, like, you know, UPS or something like that. Like where you put the boxes on the roller cart thing. He's got one of those roller cart things out there. Oh, bottles of water they got. Okay. But anyway, my neighborhood is so exciting. But anyway, this happens to me every winter, and it drives me crazy, okay? Right here, I got a split lip. It hurts so bad, you guys. And so, but then what I do is, I put it out like that, and then I try to kind of like ease it open slowly after I put on the chapstick, because I'm so worried about it. By the way, this Treat Beauty Mint Matcha Tea chapstick, I love so much. I put it right there. Look at him. Oh, the gardener just got home, or the griller. Look at him, he put one thing of water bottles on there and carried it in. It's like this big. Girl, come on, you could have carried those. He's not a whole lot. He's probably 10 years older than me. Anyway, okay. So, what was I talking about? Coffee cups? Did I even get to the coffee cup thing? So, I've been trying... Now my coffee's going to be cold. It shouldn't be. But I feel like I've used, like, every coffee cup. Look, I'm trying to find... now I got to buy new North Face and... Patagonia hoodies. You're the reason why. Just so I can bring new ones out here for splash of color. I think this is the warmest one if you want to know the truth. I like the Patagonia ones. I think they're the cutest. But North Face is about half the price. And they're the warmest. These North Face ones are super, super warm. And I think they're on sale at Dick's Sporting Goods right now if you want to know the truth. Anyway, if you want to know the truth. So I'm trying to bring out cups that, like, I don't use very often. But out here, it's tricky. Because, like, unless it's, like, spring or summer, like, the clay... cups don't hold heat very much. So I was at the top. Remember I was telling you, like, my bigger cups are on the top yesterday? I was telling you this. So I was looking in there and I found this cup. I don't remember when I got this. It's Aladdin. I don't know that brand. But anyway, I used to take this cup to meetings back in the day. And I remember, because Tanya and I both have these cups at the same time that we would take to meetings, but she would always leave hers in the car. And I'd be like, girl, why don't you take it in the meeting? Because I would take this into a meeting, and then I would just fill it with coffee at the meeting. And she always said, she was like, just get a styrofoam cup. But because everybody at that time was taking cups to meetings. This would have been a long time ago that I got this. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different cup. But I think it's this cup. I have a white cup, too, that I got at Walmart. I remember getting it with Tanya. That was when I was with my ex, like the first 2 years. So that would have been like 2001 or 2002. Was it really that long ago? Yeah, it would have been the first 2 years I was with him, and we started dating in 2001. So that would have been, oh my God, 24, 25 years ago. And I remember Tanya and I at Walmart, because this one guy that I know from 12-step meetings, he's like 44 years sober, and he still carries this mug. I got it because of him, and I saw it at Walmart, and it's like, it looks like a styrofoam cup that's like this big, but it's plastic. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? It was so cheap at Walmart. I still have it inside. Remember last year I bought those ones, and one has like a red lid, and the other one has like a brown lid and a green lid. And I said, oh, this looks like the one I got at Walmart. Well, I got that at like 20 years ago. But anyway, I used to take this to meetings. The time that everybody, there was a period, well, people still do, but mostly people go to like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and bring that stuff, you know, or local coffee shops or whatever. But then there's always coffee served at meetings. Some meetings you have to pay for it, some meetings it's free, like, because it comes out of the donations of the meetings. But anyway, there was a period when I was going to meetings that everybody was bringing cups to meetings, okay? And so I was like, well, I want to bring cups. Like I said, people still do. But it was also the period where you don't see this as much anymore because I think a lot of these people have aged out, but it was very much like bingo meetings. My mom had one of these at one point, too. I think I might have bought it for her. It was like fake red leather, like crocodile. She thought it was kind of trashy. I remember I bought it for her, and I was like, well, Mom, all your meeting friends and stuff have them. She's like, I know, but I think it's kind of trashy. It's those cigarette cases where you put your cigarettes in it, and then that lighter goes on the side. I remember I got it for her. You know what? I think I have this box of stuff in my mom's. Oh, he's still carrying stuff in. More water bottles. My Lord, how much is the end of the world coming? But anyway, my mom, she would use it every once in a while, but she thought it was so trashy. And I remember she'd be like, I think it's kind of like bingo. I've kind of always loved those. I have so many girlfriends of mine in meetings that like still carry those things. But most of them aren't like red leather. I can't remember where I got my mom's. I feel like I got it at like the state fair or something. I was like, I'm gonna get my mom one of these. Those leather shops at the state fair. But no, most of the friends that I had, they have like fake Vera Bradley cloth ones. But listen, a lot of my gal friends are also ex-bikers. So they have like the ones that have like, you know, etched in leather. It says like, not Misty, but like, I don't know why I always, anyway. So this is my coffee. This is Cafe Bustelo. It has this little thing. I haven't used this in so long. I couldn't even figure out how to put it on, like, so that it faces this way. But look, you just turn it that way, and then you can sip it. We'll see if it's still warm. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it is. Here, I've been talking for almost 23 minutes. Oh, it's real warm. I know when I say that, people are going to be like, Peter, how stupid are you? It's like a thermos. But sometimes these things don't hold heat. I'm going to close it again. Now I'm going to have one more sip. Okay, so Alex and I did not watch The Housemaid last night. Well, he was all up for it. Here's the deal. By the time I got everything done, with the vlog and the walk and everything like that, somebody asked me yesterday in the comments, they said, what was the other person he was watching? And they said, was it so-and-so? I don't know who the other comedian was. I didn't even ask him. But anyway, yeah, I'm probably going to get my gloves here in a second when this stops at 30 minutes or so. We'll see how long I can go, because it's colder than I thought it was out here. I think the sun is deceiving, though, you know. But anyway, so we watched... trying to think of what order he was like, do you want to watch? Oh, I sat down, and he was like, okay, I made a cup of coffee, and he was like... this was after my shower got cozy and stuff like that. And he was like, okay, you ready to start it? And I go, start what? I mentioned something to him about, because he said we have Beverly Hills to watch. And I said, well, we can watch that tonight. We don't have to watch The Housemaid. So I said, we have RuPaul, too. Because I like to get caught up on all my TV shows before I watch anything else. So he was like, okay, whatever. So when I sat down, I thought we were watching Beverly Hills. He goes, okay, are you ready to start it? I go, start what? He goes, The Housemaid. It's ready to rent. And I go, oh, I thought we were going to watch Beverly Hills. He's like, well, which would you rather watch? And I said, let's catch up on our TV shows tonight, and then we can watch The Housemaid tomorrow night and some movies if you want. He could just binge watch movies all day on a Saturday and a Sunday. So that's why I'm vlogging a little bit early today. Because I just want to watch movies, take naps. I'd like to take 2 naps today. Take my walk, read. I want to read a lot. So anyway... I'd like to get half of this Deja Dead book done by Kathy Reichs. I didn't realize it was 16 hours, but I listened to it fast, so I have less than 6 hours still left of it to listen to. So I hope to God I can finish it this weekend. I gotta get caught up on all these damn books. Well, so I finished Murder by Cheesecake. Did I tell you that? The what do you call it, Golden Girls book. I gave it 4 stars, and this is why. I didn't think the mystery was that grand. In fact, as far as a cozy mystery, it kind of fails. I'll be real honest with you. The mystery doesn't even really happen to like the halfway mark. And then there isn't really much of a mystery to it. A lot of cozy mysteries don't have much of a mystery to it, but this one relies, maybe it's just the first one. There was something on the edge of my eye. This one relies so heavily on the Golden Girls characters that, I don't know, like, I didn't think the mystery was horrible. I didn't see the twist coming at the end of it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I'm going to do my reaction to it this week. I didn't see the twist coming, but there was really no way that you could. It was really more about Rose's family from St. Olaf coming for this wedding. But I gave it 4 stars because, to be honest with you, how this writer took 4 characters. I didn't think that Rose was done fantastically. I will say that. She was the only one, and maybe it was the voice of the narrator on Audible. I don't know. I thought the narration was good on Audible. I enjoyed it. But, like, Rose, I mean, I've watched so much Golden Girls through the years, and I'm not, like, a super fan of it either. My ex loved it. I'm more Designing Women than Golden Girls. I don't even remember the last. I mean, I like Golden Girls, like, I think, but it's, like, kind of this thing that, like, every gay guy is supposed to like Golden Girls. I mean, I think they're camp and they're funny and stuff like that, but I definitely... Like, when people be like, well, which Golden Girl are you? I don't know. Like, people would always say I was Rose. I don't know. Everybody wants to be Blanche. I don't know why, but the horror, I guess. I mean, that's kind of, I mean, but that's how they portray her, right? Like, she's the one always going on dates and stuff like that. But anyway, I don't know. Like, ask me which Designing Women I am. Oh, my God, I'm totally Charlene all the way. I wish I was Delta Burke. But I love Designing Women. But they were on back-to-back. So my ex and I would watch them. And he loved Golden Girls. I loved Designing Women. And that was... we both liked both of them. But anyway, it was so... I will definitely continue to read this series. The next one comes out in July. I think it's called Death on the Lanai. Okay, this is the thing. The author is genius. Like, it's so far past just having watched the episodes. Like, she has nailed these characters. Like, absolutely nailed these characters. Like, when I was listening to it, even the Rose part, like, it's just some of the things that Rose does and says are not things that I think that Rose Nyland would have said. But other than that, like, she's pretty spot on about Rose. So, it's, okay, the whole book is about Rose's niece is not getting married in St. Olaf. Okay, if you don't know the story of Rose from Golden Girls, she's from a small town in Minnesota called St. Olaf, and it's got, like, all these, she's always like, in St. Olaf this, and in St. Olaf that. So it's real funny, that part of Rose's character. And she's real innocent and sweet and stuff like that. So, her niece is coming to Miami to get married, and so she's putting together, and, like, all of her relatives from St. Olaf are coming. So, like, that's the whole background story. The genius of the St. Olaf weaving together with there, and, like, the character of Dorothy, she is nailed. Blanche, she is nailed. Sophia's not a huge part of the book. I mean, she is in it, but she's nailed her. Rose, in the background of St. Olaf, she's nailed. There's just some, like, sometimes, like, and maybe I'm just not remembering it correctly, but sometimes, like, Rose is just kind of, like, very adamant about how things are going to go. I don't remember her being that way. I remember her as being pretty passive on the show and not really understanding stuff. Like, she's not stupid in the book, but in, like, the show, well, not really, but, like, in the show, they like, Betty White played her as stupid. Like, she didn't really understand. Not stupid, but maybe naive and innocent, or just didn't really understand things. I don't know. But anyway, the author is absolutely genius for how she did these characters. Like, there's no denying that. Like, the mystery is just, it's subpar. It's okay. The characters, I mean, like, there's this one part where, like, Dorothy and, like, Blanche dress up like... Well, first of all, it's supposed to take place back in the day. I didn't even really realize that until later in the book when they're talking about the price of gas. But, I mean, obviously it would, because it took place in the 80s, right? So, Dorothy and Blanche dress up as, like, prostitutes. It's so funny. Like, to imagine Dorothy dress up as, like, a prostitute. Anyway, like, B. Arthur, you know? And Sophia's like, I mean, it's like watching an episode of Golden Girls. Like, it is really funny. And then, like... for the bachelorette party, they go to a gay bar, but, like, Rose doesn't know it's a gay bar, and she's real worried that her aunt is going to be, like, real offended that it's at a gay bar because she's from St. Olaf, and St. Olaf is, like, real, like, you know, innocent, like they like might not like gay people or whatever. And she's like, this might be missed on some of you out there, but I'm sure some people will get it. But anyway, now I can't remember what the artist's name is. But anyway, oh shoot, I can't remember it. It was just at the end of the book. But the camera stopped. And so she said something to her aunt about the gay bar. They don't realize they're at a gay bar. And then all of a sudden she sees all these guys kissing. So she's worried her aunt's gonna be pissed off. And so she's like, you know, she's the aunt, whatever her name is, Katrina, I think is her name. And she's like, are you okay with this? I think this establishment is for gentlemen that prefer gentlemen. And she's like, Rose, why would you think that I would care about that? And she's like, well, I don't know, because you're, you know, in St. Olaf. And she's like, Rose, we've had a gay bar in St. Olaf. Tom Finland, okay, is the artist, but he does these very, well, I don't think he's around anymore. He's like a 70s, kind of early 80s kind of thing, but he did these like very muscular guys and like little hats off to the side and stuff like that. It was kind of like dirt. Anyway, it was the artist Tom Finland. Anyway, they're like cartoon drawings, not cartoons, but they're very provocative. And so Finland, St. Olaf. So anyway, she's like, and of course, she's like, we have a gay bar, I can't remember what she says it's called, in St. Olaf that's like really happening. And she's like, if you ever came to St. Olaf and visited, you would know that. And she's like, and Tom of Finland. I just started laughing. I was like, okay, like that's so funny to just like randomly throw Tom of Finland in this book. So anyway, I loved it. I thought it was cute. I thought it was good. It deserved 4 stars. Her genius of writing these characters, like that's a hard thing to do. Like I read other books, like I read a couple years ago the adaptation of the movie into the book of Hocus Pocus, and then I read Hocus Pocus 2, which is completely different than the movie that came out. Hocus Pocus 2, there's like a same-sex relationship in it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't like read the book before. I liked the book better than I liked Hocus Pocus 2, the movie. But Hocus Pocus 1, the movie, is an adaptation, I believe, from the movie. It doesn't work. Like, it doesn't translate at all. Anyway, you know when they do stuff like that and they kind of ruin, like, but this isn't an adaptation. This is like inspired by the characters. It's so well done. So anyway, so yeah, so last night, Alex and I, we watched Beverly Hills. Did y'all see that Bo St. James bought her 16-year-old daughter a $110,000 Maserati? I mean, it's a beautiful car. It really is, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Bo's. Her stances are kind of interesting to me sometimes. I don't know. I don't know what I think about those. I like her in the context of the show. The show is so split for me in Beverly Hills this season, if you're watching it. I don't know. It's like so bizarre. I don't really know how I feel about anybody. I don't know. Oh, I didn't go in and get my gloves when it stopped. We'll see if I can keep on making it. You can literally hear the snow melting. That was a car, but you can hear it on the side of the roads. Pretty, isn't it? So after we watched that, we watched RuPaul's Drag Race, and then we watched RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked, which is like the after show. I was so tired by the end of it. So Alex was, he had Love Island. So he was going to watch Love Island, and then he was going to come up to bed. I was like, I'm going upstairs to lay down, take a nap. It was late at that point. I didn't end up laying down that long. Oh, so I got in bed and I read the Franklin Christopher book, The Engagement Ring Killer. You guys, it just I mean, when you think it can't get worse, it just gets worse and worse and worse. He did this with his Christmas book. I hadn't read the chapter yet. Nikki texted me. She was like, he's trying to sell his book again. So, at one point, Maya's fiance, first of all, I thought it was 28 women over 28 days, and we're on day 7, and it's the same woman. So I'm not really sure. Like, this is the thing with this writer. He promises things in books that don't ever happen, because I think he markets the book before he writes the book. It says 28 days, 28 women, and we're still on the same woman that's lost her finger, and she's still going on about her finger. Y'all, when I tell you what happened last night, you're going to lose it. Okay, so this not for the prudish. I will just tell you that right now. Nikki does not love like hardcore sex scenes. So I was like reading it last night. I was like, oh my god, I know Nikki cannot stand this. And so she said she was reading it out loud to her husband, and he was like, Peter likes this. It's almost hilarious how it's written. So anyway, so Maya is the woman that gets her finger chopped off, okay? And everybody thinks it's her fiance, but she don't think it's her fiance. So he brings over, first of all, her gay best friend, his name is Franklin, and he's got a lot, and he is like the smartest guy you've ever met, this gay Franklin in the book. I don't know why it didn't occur to me until last night when I was reading it. I'm not listening to it, I'm reading it on my Kindle, that her gay best friend Franklin, because, like, Nikki and I are, like, his stance is kind of weird. Like, in every book, there's always, like, this, like, in the other book, the Christmas book, it's, like, the main character, like, would go to this barista who ended up being, like, I think the killer, and was like, don't worry, I'm not ruining it for you. There were, like, 6 killers. But he's gay, but then he's not gay, because he was sleeping with his wife, but then he hit on him, and the main character is like, I'm not gay, but if I was, I'd, like, let him suck my dick. I mean, it's so weird. There's always, like, this weird gay thing to it that I can never figure, it just doesn't fit in the book. So she's got this gay best friend. I don't know why it occurred to me last night, because he always puts himself in the books, which is so weird. So her gay best friend's name is Franklin. Oh, because the fiancé doesn't like Franklin. He's like, I can't stand him. He wants to get with you. And she's like, he's gay. And he's like, well, if he's gay, why doesn't he hit on me? This is the author that's writing this, okay? Who, like, Nikki and I are like, is the author gay? Like, I can't figure out, like, what's going on here. Because when you're reading it, you can tell the author is very much putting himself in this book. Like, you can really tell that. And so, if you're reading the book, you know what I'm talking about. If you've read both of them, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So, I'm reading it, and I'm like, it's the part where, like, she's just slept with her fiancé that everybody thinks cut off her finger because she doesn't know because he was masked. But then he shows up in the alley 5 seconds later. So anyway, her gay best friend is like, you need to be careful. I can't believe you're sleeping with him. He just cheated on you 2 days before, and you told him to leave and broke off the engagement because he was sleeping with his secretary at the engagement party. And she's like, I know what's best for me. So she gets off the phone, and her fiance's like, I can't stand him. And she's like, why not? He's like, I think he wants to get with you. The books are very, like every man wants to screw a woman. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, it's just done in such bad taste. And so, ask me why I'm reading it. Because they're advent calendar books. But they're almost like, they are the book. Like, if you're going to read a book with your friend, like, pick this book. Because, like, we cannot stop talking about it. So, then she's like, well, he doesn't want to get with me, he's gay. And she's like, and every one of the gay characters is always tall, chocolatey skin, perfect hair. Anyway, like, the perfect gay guy is always how the gay guy is. And then the fiancé is like, well, why wouldn't he hit on me then? Am I not hot? I feel like that straight stereotype is so played out. Like, I don't feel like I've heard that since maybe my first 5 years coming out. Like, why didn't you hit on me? Do you not find me hot? Like, and then she's like, well, gay guys have types too. And he's like, they do? Come on. Like, where are you living? Like, in this, I don't know. But then, okay. My Lord and Jesus. That was either, like, ice sliding off the house, or my neighbor out there, or something like that. I don't want to tell this next part if one of my neighbors is outside. I don't think they are, but I gotta tell you this. She has cried 3 chapters. Okay, first of all, before her fiancé comes over, okay, she's got to go and get batteries for her remote. Her friend tells her to DoorDash it, and she goes, no, because then some stranger will know where I live, and he might chop up my fingers. So she goes to this. She lives in this high-rise penthouse apartment, but there's no stores near her at all, okay? So she drives 15 minutes away, and the only drugstore she can find is one where she has to park in an underground garage in the dark, and lights are flickering. And she goes in to this store, okay, like this convenience store that sounds like I don't know, just like some little side, I think it's in San Francisco this book takes place, or Los Angeles or something, but anyway. And so she goes in the store, and the woman's like, looks down at her bandaged hand, and she's like, can I get my picture with you? And she's like, you're an inspiration to all women. In 3 days, okay, now just put this in perspective. Okay, it's like LA or San Francisco. Even in Indianapolis, that story would not be picking up traction. But she is now this viral sensation on TikTok and everywhere. Like, every woman is talking about her because she broke up with her fiancé at this engagement party that she faked anyway, where then she got her finger chopped off. And so now, like, all these women are taking their engagement rings off, and like, because she's like Joan of Arc. Like, it's so ridiculous, you guys. So then she's talking to this woman, this young girl who thinks she's like 20 or something, 19 or 20, she says. And she doesn't have her engagement ring off. And so she asks her, where's your engagement ring? Because she can see there's like a tan line around it. Like, you would ask somebody that, right? Like, what do you, I mean, she might have said my fiance died, or, you know, you don't know, right? And so then the girl says to her, well, it didn't end. So they're having this moment, and then the girl says, well, it's good that you, hey, how are you? She's like, it's good that you broke up with him. Yes. Anyway, okay, they're in a big city, okay? This is this 19-year-old girl at this, like, bodega, okay, on the side of the street, 15 minutes away. She goes, it's a good thing that you broke up with him anyway, because my friend was at a club 3 months ago and had a fling with him. What? Just this random girl at this store. So then she's like, why am I, and this chapter I'm telling you is all of 7 minutes. Like, he packs his chapters, okay? So then she basically is like, fuck this girl. Like, and she goes to her car. Well, then her car won't start. Of course, right? In this dark garage. So 30 seconds later, she goes back up to the store. Well, they're closed. They have a closed sign. She's banging on the store. She's like, nobody's in there. In 30 seconds, the store closed, okay? So then she's going down the street with her broken finger, and this guy starts following her down the street. Her phone's broken because when the gal told her in the store that her friend had a fling with her fiance, she threw her phone on the floor and it broke, so she can't call nobody. So then she starts screaming just in the middle of the street. I actually thought that was smart. So all these people are looking out their windows. Somebody called the police come up, and then she hears him hop over the fence. But anyway, so when the police drop her off to her building, there's her fiance soaking in sweat. So she's like, well, was he the one chasing me down the street? But he's got roses and bags of Barnes & Noble. He bought her 50 of her favorite thriller books, okay? This woman is scared to leave her bed, and he bought her all her favorite thriller books. Frida McFadden, Colleen Hoover, James Patterson, and her favorite book of all, Franklin Christopher, whose viral book, The Deadliest Vow, went viral on TikTok. That just happens to also be the author of The Engagement Ring Killer. He did this in his Christmas books, too, okay? He inserts his book. He's like, this guy is like, his wife has been murdered, and he's like, there's nothing that can get me away from my thoughts of my dead wife, except for my favorite author, TikTok sensation, Franklin Christopher's award-selling. He always does this in his books. I'm like, and so Nikki was like, did you see he put his... Anyway, it's so stupid. The book is so bad. But then she's like, you can come in, but no sex. And he's like, unless you ask me. It's kind of problematic, honestly. And then she's like, but you still love me even though I don't have a finger? And this is what he says. He goes, I still have all of mine to make you come to my window. I was like, what is going on with this book? And then he does her, and it's like... her legs are bent so many different ways, and he's slamming her up against the wall, and she'd never been done so good. This book is so bad, y'all. Listen, if you don't mind this kind of stuff, you need to read this book, okay? Because it is so bad. So anyway, then I took my nap. So last night, so when Alex went on his, he went on his bachelorette weekend party, what do you call it? The maid of honor, she gave them all a bag of, like, stuff, okay? Like, what's that stuff you take before you go on a plane so you don't get sick? All that kind of stuff, right? But she gave them all those eye mask things, you know, that I bought so you can sleep in bed and the sun doesn't come through. So he was like, would you wear these? I was like, yeah, I've got 2 of them over there. I don't ever wear them, okay? I don't think they're comfortable to sleep in. So he comes upstairs last night and he puts this thing on, okay? This, like, it's like peach color to sleep in. He has slept the greater part of this morning like this with this eye mask thing up. So anyway, I get up last night, okay? I'm now like 4 days behind the other Valentine's Day book, so I gotta catch up on this today. But it's only 14 days instead of 28 days. So anyway, I got up, and what did I watch last night? Well, I don't even remember. Well, Tanya texted me, and she was like, because Tanya and I were talking about shows last night. Wentworth is coming back with a spin-off series. Did y'all hear? That show Wentworth from Australia. Oh my God, the battery just went to the halfway mark. I have another one, but I gotta get my gloves. I love that show Wentworth so much. Oh my God, that show Wentworth is... Tony and I love it so much. Anyway, They just announced yesterday at the Wentworth Convention, which they only have in Australia. I wish they would have them here. When I say that, I know somebody's going to be like, they have them here. I'm going. If they have a Wentworth Convention, I'm going. Anyway, where did Pool Crew Lady Husband number 2? He went. He must have go get more water bottles or something. I got to go inside and get my gloves, you guys, and I'm going to bring the blanket out here because I'm getting cold. And I'm actually going to, should I change the battery now? I'm just going to change the battery now and then get my gloves and stuff because it's getting a little cold. And I will be back in 2 and 2. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I need? Look at my hands are getting all pruny and stuff like that because it's so cold. Come to my, I got all my fingers. I got to that part. And I was like, what is he getting out of his car now? What's he doing? Oh, he's checking for his phone because he just checked his back pocket. Anyway, it's not in his back pocket. Okay, I'll be back in a second. 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. Put my hat on. Brought my gloves out. Alex is coming downstairs. I think he's going to make some lunch. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee real quick. I always make this coffee and then I hardly drink any of it while I'm sitting out here. Unless I'm watching TV, I can make a cup of coffee last about 3 hours. I'll have to tell you something so funny because I just saw these and that reminded me of that. So, these are the gloves that people recommended to me to get, but they're okay. They're not the greatest things. I walked in them last night. My hands were still cold. I need to get the fleece ones. I need to remember that. So, last night when I was getting went inside, rendered the video, and while I was rendering it, took the dogs out and stuff like that, and I came inside. I was sitting in front of the computer and I was waiting for it to render so that I could, you know, go on my walk and all kind of stuff. So while I was sitting there, I literally just taken the dogs out like 5 minutes before. And I sat, so in the kitchen, on the white chair that we have in the kitchen, I have this basket of stuff, okay? And it's like stuff that I'm going to review that I've never reviewed and stuff like that. Stuff from like 6 months ago. I like go through it every once in a while. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to ever review that stupid stuff. Not food. No food items. And so I go through it and, anyway, so I go through it and, but I always am like, I'm like, what is that? I thought it was a cardinal, but it's not. But it's something else. And now it's distracting me because I went way high in that tree. Anyway, I go through this, it's like this wicker thing. Well, the dogs are real fascinated with it. So they push it with their nose, okay? Well, sometimes like on the very top is where I keep my hats and my gloves and stuff like that. Sometimes it knocks it, like the stuff off onto the floor. So I'm sitting at the computer, Alex is in the chair and he's watching TV or something like that. And he goes, I think Walter wants to go outside. And I'm like, what? I go, I just took him outside. And Alex just laughs, right? And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, anyway, I'm like typing the computer or whatever, doing stuff, like making the thumbnail for the vlog and all this kind of stuff. And he goes, no, seriously, I think you need to take, I think Walter's telling you he wants to go outside. I go, what do you mean he's telling me, Walter, that he wants to go outside? I go, he goes to the door when he wants to do that. Oh, here's my favorite neighbor, again walking. Where's the wife today?
Hey, hi.
Hey, where's the wife?
She's staying warm.
Tell her I said hi. Okay, bye. He is all bundled up out there. It is so much colder on the street than it is up here. It's crazy. But anyway, so I'm like, what are you talking about? I go, he goes to the door when he, or comes up to the side of the chair when he wants to go potty. So Alex just starts laughing. So I look over. Well, he's in the big bed, and so I can't really see. Like, I mean, the big bed kind of comes up a little bit, and he's got something in his mouth, but he's like low, like this. And Alex is laughing. And I'm like, you know, like when you know you're missing something, but you can't figure it out? He goes, can't you tell he's telling you he wants to go outside? And I'm like, and I look, and he's got one of those gray New Balance gloves that are junk anyway. He's got them in his hand, or his mouth. He's, it must have fallen on the floor. He goes, he wants to go outside, wants to put his gloves on. I go, you are so stupid, Alex. But anyway, what was I going to tell you? Come to my window. Okay, so last night, Tanya, we were talking about Wayward. We've been talking about the BritBox shows. So she said, oh, I know what I did first. I watched trailers for so many movies. Trailers called The Dead Don't Die or something like that. No. That's the one that I watched. It takes place in Texas. It's a new zombie movie out of Australia. It looks okay. I might watch it. Am I going to pay $15.99 to rent it? No way. I watched a trailer for Marty Supreme, which I had never seen before. It looks fantastic. I didn't realize Gwyneth Paltrow was in it. I'm really excited to see that. I watched the trailer for Sentimental Value. I don't know that I really understood a lot of what it's about, but anyway, but it looks good too. What's the one that really got me? Oh, Song Sung Blue with Kate Hudson. I love her so much. I'm really excited about that. I think Alex might want to watch that. There was another one that Alex might want to watch that's up for an Academy Award. I watched like all the Academy Award trailers last night. What's the one with the kid? Hamnet. Oh, that looks really, really good. I was crying watching the trailer for Hamnet last night. So, and Alex might want to watch that too. So we might watch a couple movies today. We're definitely going to watch The Housemaid. I'm going to take a walk at some point. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of like, well, so I made a list last night of like, I made several lists of all the videos I was going to film today. And when I got up today, I was like, I have filmed so many videos this week. I just want to, like relax. Next week, starting on Monday, I may, like on my TV channel, I may do like 2 videos a day because I've got like so many scripted TV shows to catch up on. I mean, I have like BritBox shows. I don't even think I made a video about Malice yet. And I've got all these TV shows and true crime that I want to cover over there. So I may do like 2 videos a day over there. I mean, I have literally like backlogged videos for like my BookTube channel. I mean, I've now got like 3 cozy mysteries. I'm just going to do a cozy mystery update, I think, over there. I already picked my cozy mystery for March. I'm really excited about it. So anyway, so I had all these videos I was going to make. I had a drama video I was going to make for today and stuff. I thought, you know what? Like, last week I filmed videos on Saturday too. And I was like, I think I'm just going to take this weekend other than vlogging and just spend it with Alex and the dogs, read, relax, and watch TV shows. Tonight, I'm kind of thinking about pizza. Pizza really hasn't sounded good to me lately, but I was laying in bed and I was thinking about Jet's Pizza. I think it's because I was talking about it over here. You know what really sounds good from Jet's Pizza is the salad, not even so much the pizza. And I know people will be like, well, just get the salad. You can get a small Jet's Pizza that's literally only like, because it's deeper dish. Alex won't get Jet's Pizza. He doesn't like their pizza. But you can get like a pizza that's like that big and it's like that big square and it's like 4 pieces. So I might get that and then like, I can't remember if I like their breadsticks or not. And a salad. Their salads are so incredible. Their Greek salad is really, really good. So I might get that tonight. He's probably heating up something right now. Chicken fingers or, oh my God, he uses that air fryer like all the time. He loves that air fryer. So yeah, so Tanya and I were texting last night and she was like, because she started watching Vera, but she's like, I didn't realize it was 14 seasons. I was like, well, it's kind of my go-to back. So I talked to Tanya's husband yesterday, and he was like, have you watched, because Eric and I watch a lot of the same shows, and Tanya doesn't, I think she watches it, like, after we do, The Lincoln Lawyer. He and I watch it, like, right away. So he was like, have you watched The Lincoln Lawyer yet? And I said, oh my God, Eric, I totally forgot that the new season came out. And I said, is it good? He goes, well, I'm halfway through it. And I was like, is it really good? Because if you watch the last season, it ends, like, with something crazy happening at the very end. An arrest, but I don't want to say about what. So anyway, he was like, it's okay. So I was excited to watch it, but I was like, I want to pick a show to binge this weekend. And I don't know that that was it. So then I was going through the trailers and I was watching them, and I was texting Tanya about Wentworth. And she texted me and she said, have you watched Sherwood on BritBox? Well, it's on my list. I knew it was about like these cold case crimes during like this mining strike thing that happened in this coal mining town in England. That's all I knew about it, and that it was 2 seasons, and I think the 3rd season's coming out. But anyway, it was like 2022, 2024, and then I think it's coming out. I should look and see. But anyway, I said, why is it good? And she said, my AirPods are fully charged, to just let me know, because I was listening to my audiobook. She said, I like it so far, and I said, okay, I'll start it tonight. Sherwood, is there going to be a season 3? Season 3. The new season will be set 6 months after the 2nd season. I don't want to see what it says. When does it return? Yeah, but it doesn't say when. Because I don't want to ruin anything for me about the show. The thing that is so hard about these... Okay, first of all, the British television shows are unbelievable. Like, they are all so good. The thing about it that's hard is that I need more chapstick. Can I just tell you how good this smells? First of all, if you've never bought anything from Treat Beauty, they're not expensive, and they last forever. People are always like these huge chapsticks when I bring them out or stuff like that. I mean, I remember in my drama videos, I used to have those really big chapsticks. I mean, these are really not that big. They're probably twice as big as like a regular size of chapstick. I have never got... Well, usually in my videos every day I use the Magic Mermaid or whatever. It has kind of a tint to it. Look at that bird up there. It's so pretty. I saw this meme on Instagram today, this meme, and it said, no matter... The one thing about me is, no matter what's going on, I'll still be looking at the birds. I was like, that is so me. I didn't share it, though. But anyway, yesterday I shared a picture from Grey Gardens, if you didn't see. The thing about these British shows is, like, it's kind of confusing. Like, do they only have, like, 20 actors in England? Because the same actors, they're all amazing high-quality actors. But the same actors are, like, in all the shows. Okay? Like, for example... in Sherwood, this one guy, so, okay, it's 2 seasons, each season is 6 episodes. It's about this town that has this town trauma history of, like, these coal mining strikes that happened, like, in the 80s, and it divided the town. Then somebody gets murdered, and it goes back to that. But I just got done with the 2nd episode, and something at the end of the 2nd episode happens. I kind of saw it coming, but, like, I would never have guessed it. I'm like, oh my god, like, this is, like, seriously turned. It is really good, you guys. Sherwood is really good. It doesn't have, like, the coziness feeling of, like, Shetland and stuff like that to me. Not yet, but I like it. It's a really good mystery, though. But in it is the gal that was in... She's been in Vera. She's been in Happy Valley. She's in Bridgerton. The guy that's in it, he's, like, a main guy, and he plays the dad of somebody. I was like, how do I know him? He was in Down Cemetery Road. His son was in something that I just watched. The attorney is from the Unfollowing or the Following that I just watched on BritBox. I mean, this show is scattered with... Oh, David Morrissey's in it, who's been in tons of things that I've watched through the years. He's like the lead guy on it. It's good, though. So I started watching it last night. Well, by the time I got done with the 2nd episode and I watched the trailers, I feel like I watched something else first. What am I watching? Did I watch something on YouTube last night? I feel like maybe I watched something long on YouTube last night. I didn't watch Love After Lockup. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. My weekly list. Let's see. Weekly TV. Oh, I finished an episode of Daryl Dixon. So they were in France and now they're in Spain this season. They're trying so hard to get back to the United States. Okay, it's okay. It's just more of the same. I mean, I love Daryl Dixon this season. I think it's the show. I feel like it's the best spin-off so far of The Walking Dead. I mean, there's, like, no zombies in it at all. Like, it's just, you know, but, I mean, which I don't watch the shows for the zombies. I watch it for, like, rebuilding the life and stuff like that. I like it. But it just, to me, feels very repetitive. I don't know. I might feel completely different by the end of it. I'm only halfway through it right now. So I finished that episode. I had, like, 40 minutes left of the episode. I just started the other one. So I finished that episode of Daryl Dixon, and then I watched the first 2 episodes of Sherwood. And then I was like, I'm going to get into bed, and I'm going to read. So last night, I read 2 or 3 chapters of Monument 14. I'm like 70% done with that book. And then the Cozy Mystery book for February, which is Beyond the Shadows by Veronica Mixon. I'm loving this book. It's so interesting because, well, a lot of people that are saying, somebody commented on the vlog, I appreciate you explaining it, and said the reason why you don't like the Kathy Reichs books is because the show is so much better. I really want to watch the show Bones, but I don't want to start it until I'm like several books in, because I don't want the show ruined for me, or the books ruined for me by the show. But I've heard the show is fantastic, so I can totally understand that. I mean, like, the show Cross, which is based on the character Alex Cross, is like heads and tails better than the books, any of the books, period. And then, you know what's coming out? So Mel and I were going to pick the Kay Scarpetta books by Patricia Cornwell, but there were so many of them. But Scarpetta is coming out with Nicole Kidman. I'm not a big Nicole Kidman fan. I don't love her as a person, like in interviews and stuff. But, like, as an actress, I think she's fantastic. I think it's going to be interesting to see her as Kay Scarpetta, because I've read, like, back in the day, the same time I was listening to the Kathy Reichs books is the same time on audio tape, was the same time that I started listening to Patricia Cornwell books. I kind of want to go back and start the Patricia Cornwell books over again, but I got so many books to read. But anyway, I don't have a problem with the Kathy Reichs books so far. I wouldn't say I'm like so enthralled with them that I can't stop listening. I'm only like an hour into the first one. So I don't know. Mel's read 3 of them. I think she gave all of them 3 stars. Somebody else commented and said they don't like them as well as a TV show. I will say this, because I've read the first one before. I think I've only read the first one, maybe the second one, but I don't remember the book at all. She comes across as a little bit more arrogant than I remember her being in the book. And I like an author that shows, not tells, and she tells a lot. But, I remember them being scary. I don't know why I remember, not scary like horror scary, but like, scary like somebody's always following you kind of thing. I don't know, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'll give it like 2 books. I'm not gonna stop reading them, we picked it, so I'll read the series this year. I mean, it's 2 books a month, I can do that, but they're long. Like the audio version of the first one is 16 hours. So anyway, but Beyond the Shadows by Veronica Mixon. Oh, this is what I was going to say. I'm like, is my feel on books so off right now? Because I was reading, she's got so many books out, and I was like reading through some of the other ones, because if you're reading Beyond the Shadows, I don't know if you feel this way or not. Like, I'm probably halfway through it, and I love it. But they refer to other cases, like, from the past, and I'm like, did I not start on the first book? But I am on the first book. So I'm like, did she write, like, a standalone before this or something? There's no standalone. But she refers to them like when they were in high school. I don't know if it comes out later in the book. She refers to like this missing person named Sadie that I'm like, I don't know who she's talking about. So I was looking up her stuff. A lot of the reviews of her online are like, she uses too many metaphors. I'm like, it's a cozy mystery. Are we getting that deep? Seriously? I think the writing is really good for a cozy mystery, honestly. I think her description of Savannah, I don't know. I really like it. So I read that last night. I read, Monument 14. There's something else I read too. I can't remember what it is. I read something else and I laid there in bed and then I almost started falling asleep. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop. Oh, I downloaded some other books too. Do you remember that book? Well, I can't remember what it's called. It was called A Cozy Apocalyptic Book about the mom and the 2 sisters, and they moved. And it wasn't supposed to be a zombie, but it was kind of zombies. And the people all came to life at the end and it was happily ever after. Well, the second one is called First Lady Down. I just read this book like a month ago on Kindle. Do you guys remember that? And I really liked it, and then I kind of didn't like it at the end. But anyway, because it would have been a good series if the people hadn't all been fixed. It was like a medical issue, and then all the people like came back from... Anyway. But this one's called First Lady Down, and it's like the First Lady of the United States, and she's like in Denmark or something when like the apocalypse comes. But you already know it's going to be fixed. Like, this is why I don't want to read another book about something else. Oh, I also downloaded a book. It's book 1 out of 145 books about the apocalypse. No, true story it is. And I looked, and there's like, every book is like a different story. I don't think I'll probably keep up with this, but I kind of love the idea, because the first one is about like this mom, and she's trying, they're all real short too, they're like less than 200 pages, and it's called like Lights Out or something like that, and the mom is trying to find her high school daughter that is like at this cabin, and she's just like left for college or something like that. And in the second book, I'm like, oh, well, what happens to the mom and the daughter? Because I was like, there's 145 books in this series. The second book is like, a deer rancher is looking for, I don't know, like his dog or something. They're like, so all of them, it's like the same event happens in the United States, but it's like every book is a different story. I'm either going to love that or hate it. But I like when, like, the part for me is that I like really get to know the characters and then I fall in love with the series, you know? So anyway, so yeah, so that was my night last night. And then I started getting so tired, so I put my Kindle away. I don't know why I love this so much, but did I tell you? So I have this little thing next on my nightstand where it's like a little divider where I keep my glasses and my engagement and wedding ring and stuff like that. Or it has a little secret drawer where I keep my sobriety tokens and coins and keychains and stuff like that in there. Anyway, and like special rocks and shells and whatever. But I cleaned out this one area I had like keep my glasses and my necklaces in. It's just like this little open area. It's just like a divider, you know, like a section area where you can keep stuff on your nightstand. Well, I cleaned it out, so now it's where I put my Kindle, so I don't have to get out of my... There's the gardener. So I don't have to get out of bed. She's driving up. I don't have to get out of bed. So I get out of bed and I put it underneath my clothes, because I fold all my clothes very nicely at night and stuff like that, next to the fan. Well, now I can just put it, it's got its little place. Why does that make me so happy? It's the small things that make me so happy. But yeah, so that was last night. And then today we'll probably just watch some movies and stuff. I thought he was coming down here to cook, but I didn't hear him turn the TV on. I know I hear him in the kitchen right now. Who's got the kitchen lights on? Are you cooking? Hello? He's probably got his AirPods in. Should I read some comments and see what y'all have to say? Did you say anything nice? No, you did. The comments are always so nice over here. There's been a lot of hawks lately over here. I was telling Alex yesterday that, did you know that a hawk is a sign between the living and the dead? Supposedly. That's what they say, at least. Is there any truth to that? I'll never know. Anyway, or maybe someday I will. Okay. My big blue eyes put blue hearts. Hey. Haley said, what a day to be having a day. Woo! Okay. Nicole said, oh, she's talking about the difference between an MSW. And she said MSW is still the most diverse that opens the most doors. She said, but MSW is the best. I can't read. My reading glasses. Did I bring 2 pairs of reading glasses out here? No, that's my chopstick. Shayla said, movie recommendations for the pups. 101 Dalmatians, Oliver and Company, Lady and the Tramp, just to name a few. Alex always likes to put on The Lion King. Sally said, oh my gosh, you were such a shit at that play. I was such a shit at that play. That is probably the least of what a shit I was back in the day when I was using. Lana said, Peter and his binocular bag back in the 90s, a true fashionista. Okay, I'm so glad that you said this, Lana, because I want to tell this story. I think I've told this on here before. So I have a friend of mine. She and I were like really, really good friends back in the day. We ran like this, kind of the same circle. And, but we weren't like best friends. But like if we saw each other out at parties and stuff like that, we like, both of us drank and partied a lot. She got sober 3 or 4 years after I did. Is still sober to this day. She's a little bit older than me. Still today is so cool. Still so cool. Like, she and her husband are always going to like, I don't know, like seeing people that back in the day, punk bands and stuff like that. We went to this party, okay? And the party is so weird. First part of the party. Anyway, it was this guy that owned this bar in Indianapolis. And it was like an after party he had. So imagine it's like 4:30 in the morning, okay? I am wasted. She's wasted. I have left. Well, I think I had it on maybe. That binocular bag. So it was literally like my mom's old binoculars and I carried it around as like a bag, like a purse, cross shoulder, okay? Well, my friend, this one I'm telling you about, she had a purse that looked just like that. And she had it on, okay? We're over this glass table and we're screaming and shouting at each other, both of us drunk out of our lungs, okay? And I'm like, give me my bag. And she's like, this is my bag. And I like start pulling her. And we both go down on this glass table. I have this friend of mine. He passed away during the lockdown. He and his partner both passed away. But he lived in the same apartment complex that I did. And anyway, we both went down this glass table and just broke this table everywhere. And he picked me up, threw me over his shoulder. And he was like, we're gone. We're leaving now. That was the binocular. That was the binocular bag incident. I think I've talked about that over here before. Not my proudest moment. They didn't ask me to pay for the glass table. Or her. Yeah, she was just as much to blame as I was. Okay, no. Oh, here it is. Okay, Kayla said, Peter, I think the main reason I'm not in love with the Kathy Reichs books are that I am comparing them to the show. The show is much better. Kathy throws a word vomit of metaphors at you the whole book. She does do that. She really does do that. And it is just, if you're listening to the audiobook, by the way, it's not updated, so it's literally like the cassette tapes. You can hear like the turning of the pages, which kind of cracks me up. And it's just not my preferred style of writing. I think the characters in the TV show were just more lovable than the ones in the books, and I just wanted stories about the TV character. I totally get that. The other thing is, I think like, I don't know, I think this world we live in, like, I see on Facebook, like, on the Psychological Book Club and stuff like that, if somebody's like, I hated Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden, I haven't read it yet, I'm just saying, like, if somebody said that, somebody would be like, how dare you, like, this is her best book ever, like, it's so weird to me, it's like, it's very similar to influencer culture, like, you don't even know these people, and you're so defensive of them, like, it's so weird to me, like, that people get that upset about a book. I ain't upset, okay, listen, honey, don't keep on reading them if you don't want to read them. If I hadn't picked it out as a series that Mel and I were going to read and I thought they were bad, we wouldn't keep them going on. And if Mel and I decide that we're going to stop reading them, then we'll stop reading them. I'll probably keep reading them just because it's whatever. But I totally understand that. There's books all the time that I think I'm going to absolutely love. And I'm trying to think of what, that one that, Alex wants to watch that movie. That's what he's going to want to watch tonight. Because I told him I would watch it. People on Vacation or whatever. Like, Caroline loves that author. I've read one of her books. Romance is not my thing, you know? But I know that going into it. Because Caroline's always like, you need to read those Abby Jimenez books. I even downloaded one of them. That ain't for me. You know what I mean? Like, but that's okay. We all have different tastes. And isn't that what the world makes the world go around? That we all have different interests and different tastes? But I hope they get better. I truly do. But now, Kayla, you're just making me want to watch the show even more. But then if I watch the show, because I saw your comment, and I was like, well, maybe I should start the show today. And then I was like, this is just not such a good look at all, is it? With the glasses and the hat, and I need to trim my beard, but my beard trimmer was out of battery, so I had to charge it today. But anyway, I'm like, if I start the show, I'm not going to want to read the books. I just know that. Okay. Sally said, you were trying to think of the Tervis cups. And then she said, I feel like a kid again where I'd watch Blue's Clues and yell to Steve. Somebody here said that their favorite Tervis cups were the blue whale ones. And so I looked them up. There's like 5 of them. A couple of you said, Vanessa said, sending prayers for your dad. Thank you. He's back to his snarky self today. So he must be feeling much better because he's sending out funny text messages. Curly said, tell all the drunk stories. Well, some of my drunk stories are kind of sad, but a lot of them are. A lot of them I just don't even remember. Some of them are things that people told me. She also said, when you said Anderson College, and I was like, wow, the Christian college, tell me I am local without telling me. I love that. Tracy said, love your hilarity. Aww. Liz said, I started a busy new job and don't think I've been commenting here because I'm lazy. Not lazy. But I'm still here, still queer, anxiety is still severe. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, good luck on your new job. That's exciting, at least. Chrissy said, enjoy this vlog. Happy Saturday and have the best weekend ever. I will, you too, sweetie. Somebody said, that's the same convo I have with my husband. I'm locked into my shows. Alex is very much like my mom. Like, you do not disturb him while he's watching a TV show. You just don't. Dawn said, this is your memoir. Aww. Laura said, Peter, so glad everything went well at the dentist appointment. Very happy that you and Alex were able to join the day together. Thank you so much. Becca said, Mateo is amazing. He and Nick's podcast, I Never Liked You, is one of my faves. I've not watched the podcast. I've watched some of their videos together, but Mateo Lane is so funny. Very good looking guy, too. Miyamo said, oh, I hope your dad gets well soon. Greetings to your dad from Bloggerinos. I have to tell you, I woke up today and I was like, I felt like I hurt, like where my kidney stones were last year. I was like, no, like it went away pretty quick. But it's like, is there a glass on? Oh, it is. There's a hair on my glasses. I was like, thought it was like hanging off my eye. Look how dirty my glasses are. I was like, my dad did not just have kidney stones. My aunt had kidney stones and now I'm going to have them again. No, we're not doing that. Yasmin said, I would read your memoir. Aw, you're so sweet. Shelly, hey Shelly, said, okay, it's time. Weighted blanket check, Diet Coke check. Oh God, a Diet Coke sounds so good right now. Husband's, you know what? All I have is Diet Dr. Pepper, and I have the small cans, but Diet Coke sounds so good. Husband snoring, check. Now I'm ready to hear some Peter. Good night, hashtag fellow Hoosier. Hey, fellow Hoosier. No, Shelly, I haven't made a fire yet. I know. Allie said, hey Peter, maybe you're thinking of the store. Oh, One World Imports. Fun little things. No, I know One World Imports, but it wasn't that. It was this small little, like, locally owned store in a house in Broad Ripple. So the area of Broad Ripple has, like, this area where it's, like, little houses, like, little boutiques. And they're all just, like, locally owned stores. I can't remember what it was called. But it wasn't, like, a chain or anything like that. I know what you're talking about. I love that, too, though. Lala said my dad uses the sunglass emoji all the time. It's funny because my dad doesn't really use the emojis a lot, but my stepmom uses them and she loves them. Lisa said, hey, Peter, I'm late. Went to a Mardi Gras parade and got home and loving the shady boots down, Peter. Aw, thank you. Hunter said, shh, everyone be quiet. My show is on. And I love the response. Miyama said, girl, you stop. Shh, I'm LMFAOing and you are ruining my show. Just joking. And she said, love you. You guys are so sweet to each other. Oh, here it is. Lori said, I give Tervis cups as gifts. My favorite one has dark blue whales on a blue background. I want to know which ones you're talking about. So either direct message me or email me or something and let me know because I want to know. All right, I'm going to get off here now because my hands are getting cold and I can't read any more comments. And that's all that matters is the comments. Anyway, oh my God. And I'm at the 29-minute and 6 seconds. So Pool Crew Lady husband number 2. Now he's got a different car he's coming in there with. All right, I'm going to get off here now. I hope you guys, I put my glove on for one hand. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Saturday and a very relaxing weekend. I cannot wait to read and walk and relax and watch movies with my husband today. If nobody else has told you this, you already know, but I love you guys. And, of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.